All right, guys. This is going to be episode 4. Just continuing on with that series on informing you on the heart transplant waiting list. So I've gone over 3 things. We're going to go into what it likes to be waiting and the call. But first, I'd like to take the opportunity for this audio upgrade that you're probably hearing. Got some audio upgrade of a mic, so look at me, or rather, listen to me. And hopefully, I'm clear. You've been watching me make these videos, putting up with some bad sound quality from my cheap built-in microphone on this MacBook that's pretty far away. Wasn't good. So you've been tagging along this journey, watching me, listening to me. To document this process. Yeah, I know you've been enduring whatever metallic, hollow, built-in webcam scratchiness my built-in camera or built-in audio mic, was throwing at your eardrums. Okay. Now you deserve better, right? To get more informative and get an update to what I've been going through. So I knew it, you knew it, and the algorithm, within YouTube, he definitely knew it. Then come Justin and Christo. They showed up yesterday. They came by yesterday, right? And they didn't just visit. Okay, they brought a microphone for me, the real one, the kind that makes voices sound the way they're actually supposed to sound. So again, they didn't just bring their presence. Okay, that was very valuable to me to see them. Okay, they brought a solution to me as well. Okay? A high quality microphone, like I mentioned. Basically, microphone's a tool really is good, to meant to strip away the background static of whatever's going on in the room or in the hallway, so my voice can hit your skull, with the exact texture that it's supposed to have. Okay, so most people bring gifts you never use, a decoration, a candle, some flowers, but don't bring flowers. Can't have living objects here. Something that just sits there. No, these two, they brought something that actually does something. They brought function wrapped in steel and wire. Basically, they weaponized my audio capabilities. They fixed my audio. Right? So, Justin and Crystal, if you're watching this, I deeply appreciate the visit yesterday. More than that, I greatly appreciate this beautiful functional piece of updated technology. Your gift means the message gets through clear, sharp, and without the blur, or the scratchiness. All right, so let's see what happens next. So let's get into the part of episode 4. Okay, so we went over the factors that are involved in the waiting list. So now, when you're already set and everything can go, now it's basically about waiting for the call. So now, here's what I want you to truly understand about living in this process. Okay. The part that keeps things interesting, shall we say. The call can come at any time, not soon, okay? Not probably in the morning, any time. 3 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, 2 in the morning on Christmas. Hopefully it doesn't last that long to December, but on a holiday, during some wedding toast, okay? The phone rings and suddenly everything changes. Why? Mentioned 4 or 6 hours is the time frame from a heart to be transported from the donor to the new recipient, because donor hearts become available when someone else's tragedy and intersects with someone else's miracle. Okay? And that timing follows no schedule. When a donor heart is identified, the OPO, okay, this organization, runs a match algorithm within hours. Calls go out, surgeons are mobilized, teams prepare. The heart is placed on ice and transported with urgency that would make a FedEx driver feel inadequate. And here's something else worth knowing. Occasionally, a dry run happens. You get the call, you come in, you prep, you're ready, and then the heart doesn't clear a final inspection. A donor heart must pass a battery of quality assessments right up until the moment of transplant. If something is off, the surgery is canceled. This happens. It is disappointing, but it is a system working correctly, protecting you from a heart that wasn't quite right. So the point is, I must always be ready. My bag or my preparation should be set. My team knows where I am. I'll inform my family and friends. I'm not going to be drinking a beer like I have been the past week. I'm just kidding. I haven't had it. But eating the adequate meals, drinking the adequate liquids, staying up to date with my diet before I might have before any surgery, which basically is every night. Theoretically, I am, in the truest sense of the phrase, on call for my own life. So, what does that really look like or feel like? What waiting actually feels like, okay, to title this little section. People have been asking me, friends have been, uh, proposing this question or posing this question. How do you handle the waiting? And I think that's the right question, the honest question, because the waiting is the thing. It is the full-time occupation of everyone on this list, not just me. Okay? Here's what I've come to understand about waiting, especially being here for 6 weeks, isolated in the hospital room. And this is not the cliche, live every moment to the fullest kind of wisdom, because frankly, that gets exhausting after about a week. The real wisdom is this, okay? Or the real wisdom is the meaning is not found by frantically filling time, or meaning is not found by frantically filling in the time. It is found by being present to whatever time you actually have. You don't have to make every day extraordinary, or I don't have to. Okay? I just have to make every day real. Okay? The wait really teaches you what matters. It strips away the nonsense with remarkable efficiency. Petty grievances, minor inconveniences, things you used to stress about, they lose their grip rather quickly when you're waiting for a phone call that will determine whether you have more years or less. It's clarifying, uncomfortably, profoundly clarifying. And I'll be honest with you, because you deserve the honesty, and I want to be true. Okay, more than having reassurance. There are hard days. Okay, days when the waiting feels heavy, days when patience runs thin, days when you wonder if the phone is ever going to ring. Those days are real. It's being human. Okay, and I won't pretend otherwise. But they are also surrounded by days of purpose, of showing up, or even doing these videos of documenting what's going on to inform you not only of what's going on, but the true essence of what I've been going through. Okay. Now, staying engaged is one way by doing this. Okay. Of being fully here for you guys or anybody around here, or for anybody that's listening that might get inspiration or might get some spark to understand that they can still do something that they might think it's impossible, but everything is possible. So that's my take here for episode 4. We'll go into more details on episode 5, but you guys have a good day. Godspeed.